During a period of deep introspection and facing the challenges that life presented me, I stumbled upon an ancient wisdom that ignited a spark of transformation deep within my being. This revelation was none other than the essence encapsulated in Greek mythology, a universe of goddesses, heroes, and legendary figures whose stories exude strength, wisdom, and courage. Their voice, resonating through the millennia, began to guide my days, teaching me valuable lessons on how to face adversity and find inner balance. With these ancient narratives as my beacon, I embarked on a journey of personal growth that radically transformed my way of living, all in 1 week. At the dawn of each new day, I reserved a sacred moment to immerse myself in the wisdom of Athena, the goddess of strategy and justice. This time of reflection, distilled in the early rays of the sun, became a ritual to sharpen my mind and prepare my spirit for the challenges that awaited me. With Athena as my guide, I reflected on the steps to take, the decisions to make, and the strategies to adopt, seeking to emulate her clarity and courage. It was as if the goddess herself lent me her armor of wisdom, protecting me from pitfalls and illuminating the path towards justice and fairness. This moment of daily introspection taught me the importance of planning intelligently, evaluating every choice with discernment, and always acting in a just and honorable manner. The practice of starting the day with reflection allowed me to face emotional storms and moral dilemmas with greater serenity, finding balanced solutions that reflected my deepest values. Every evening at sunset, I dedicated a moment to reflect on the generosity of Demeter, the deity who presides over agriculture and fertility, inspiring me to cultivate a feeling of gratitude for the daily gifts of life. This evening practice transformed into a ritual of gratitude, where I noted in a journal the 3 things that had enriched my existence that day. Whether they were moments of simple joy, meaningful encounters, or lessons learned in difficulties, each page of my journal became a mosaic of appreciation for the variety and richness of the events experienced. Through the eyes of Demeter, I learned to see beyond the apparent challenges of the day, recognizing the hidden value in every experience. This evening habit not only enriched my spirit but also transformed my perception of my days, teaching me that, even in the most difficult circumstances, there are always reasons to be grateful. Gratitude thus became a lens through which to view reality, a practice that continually renewed my appreciation for life and the mysterious interplay of events that compose it. Inspired by the heroic tenacity of Hercules and his 12 labors, I dedicated myself daily to physical exercise, seeing it not only as a means to keep the body healthy, but also as a symbol of inner struggle and overcoming personal obstacles. Each workout session became an arena in which I faced my battles, a moment to test and surpass my limits, just as Hercules faced his trials. This daily physical commitment taught me discipline, resilience, and the value of personal sacrifice, qualities that Hercules embodied in his heroic quest. With sweat and effort, not only did I strengthen my body, but I also honed my will and spirit, discovering an inner strength I did not know I possessed. Physical activity thus became a ritual of purification and daily rebirth, a way to honor my life and my path with determination and courage, following in the footsteps of one of the most revered heroes of Greek mythology. In daily challenges, I found my inspiration in Zeus, the ruler of the gods, whose dominion over heaven and earth symbolized supreme authority. From him, I learned the invaluable value of distinguishing between what is under our control and what transcends our influence. This principle of discernment became the compass that guided my decisions, teaching me to focus my energies on personal actions, reactions, and emotions, rather than dissipating forces in vain attempts to change the inevitable. Reflecting on this wisdom, every situation became an opportunity to exercise sovereignty over myself, rather than a battlefield against uncontrollable external forces. This approach allowed me to live with deeper serenity, accepting life's events with equanimity and focusing on strengthening my spirit and continuously improving my being. Zeus's lesson deeply rooted in my daily life, transforming seemingly insurmountable obstacles into steps toward personal realization and inner peace. Drawing on the image of Artemis, the goddess of the hunt and protector of the wild nature, I embraced self-discipline as a pillar of my existence. Just as Artemis roamed the woods with determination and concentration, I too began to walk the path of my life with a renewed sense of purpose. This deity, a symbol of independence and inner strength, inspired me to establish and maintain high standards for my health, my time, and my finances. Every choice, from dietary to resource management, became a conscious act towards holistic well-being, reflecting the purity and precision of Artemis. Discipline was manifested not only in restriction, but in harmony between desires and needs, between aspirations and tangible reality. This process of personal refinement, inspired by the goddess, led me to discover authentic freedom, one that arises from the conscious control of one's actions and the recognition of limits as spaces for growth. In this daily practice, Artemis's self-discipline became mine, a path of respect for myself and the environment around me, a balance between being and doing that transforms life into a work of art. Every evening before yielding to rest, I dedicated a moment to deep reflection, inspired by the words and teachings of Epicurus. This philosopher, who preached the pursuit of a happy life through wisdom, moderation, and friendship, became my mentor in evaluating the actions performed during the day. In this quiet space, away from daily distractions, I examined my choices with honesty and care, reflecting on how they aligned with my fundamental values and Epicurean teachings. It was an intimate exploration of my progress in virtue and happiness, an auto-analysis that illuminated successes and gently revealed areas for improvement. This evening exercise not only favored a more serene and aware sleep, but also fueled my commitment to a more balanced and harmonious existence, where each day was a step towards the supreme good, a life lived with meaning, joy, and authenticity, following in the footsteps of Epicurus towards lasting wisdom and happiness. In the final stage of this personal transformation, I drew inspiration from the figure of Prometheus, the titan who defied the gods to bring fire, a symbol of knowledge and civilization, to humanity. His story, emblematic of sacrifice for progress and enlightenment, reinforced in me the belief in the necessity of moments of reflective isolation. In these breaks from daily tumult, I retreated to places of quiet, where I could meditate on my achievements and the lessons learned, carefully evaluating the path taken and outlining future steps towards an even more aware and intentional existence. These moments of solitude became sacred, an inner temple where I could dialogue with my essence, listening to the silent but powerful voice of my will to grow and improve. In this intimacy with myself, I found the strength to face challenges with renewed vigor, inspired by the resilience and determination of Prometheus. It was a time to reconnect with my deepest aspirations, to reflect on my personal mission and how I could continue to be, like Prometheus, a bearer of light in my life and in the lives of others. This process of self-exploration and renewal, guided by the myth of the Titan, taught me the immeasurable value of authenticity and the constant pursuit of personal truth. Through reflective isolation, I learned to value every experience as a piece of the grand mosaic of my life, accepting with gratitude the lessons offered by the journey, and embracing with courage the path towards new horizons of knowledge and self-realization. Concluding this journey of personal transformation, I reflect on the teaching of Achilles, the hero whose greatness was intertwined with his vulnerability. His legend taught me the power of acceptance, to embrace one's fragilities as sources of strength. This awareness led me to authentic resilience, embracing life with all its challenges and contradictions. Like Achilles, I learned that every day is an opportunity to live with courage, pursuing my values and ideals despite the storms. This ancient wisdom, handed down through the deeds of the heroes, remains a compass for me, guiding me towards a life of meaning, courage, and integrity. Greek mythology, with its stories of deities and heroes, continues to illuminate my path, reminding me that even in the heart of the greatest battles, we can find the strength to emerge renewed and ready to embrace tomorrow. If these stories of transformation inspired by the eternal wisdom of Greek mythology have ignited a spark within you, I invite you to join our community. Subscribe to the channel, Activate notifications and share this journey with friends and family who could benefit from these ancient life lessons. Do not miss the next videos, where we will continue to explore together paths of personal growth, wisdom, and inspiration. Leave a comment with your thoughts or the stories that have touched you the most. Join us in this adventure of discovery and transformation.